Okay, next we're going to be taking the derivative of a different variable with respect to a different variable. This is example 2. It says differentiate d dt of square root of r minus 7. So we're taking the derivative with respect to, of a variable r with respect to t, and that means it's implicit. So first step is to take the derivative as usual and multiply by dr dt. Really, how do you take the derivative of square root of r minus 7? First of all, what you want to do is I didn't show a lot of work here, so I'm going to show it here. Remember that r, square root of r, can be written as r to the 1/2, right? We do the power rule to be 1/2 r to the negative 1/2. Okay? And then, because we subtract 1 from the exponent, and then if we rewrite that, that would be 1 over 2 r to the 1/2. Okay? However, that becomes 1 over 2 square root of r. And because the square root of r is on the bottom of the fraction, we have to multiply the top and bottom by square root of r. So we get square root of r over 2r, which is exactly how we got there. Okay, a lot of work there just to show. You know what, I think the reason I didn't show that is because I want you and my students to know this simple shortcut. The derivative of the square root of x, or r, is square root of r over 2r. Okay, so that's it for that. And we have the derivative of 7, which is 0. It's a constant. And because we're taking the derivative of r with respect to a different variable t, once we take our first derivative, like I said, it's like the chain rule, then you multiply by dr dt. Okay, so we need to just simplify this, right? And that's what we're going to do in the next step. Sorry, I'm going to have to that. And by simplifying, we just take away the 0, and this is our answer, square root of r over 2r times dr dt. That's it for that derivative. The thing is, you just always want to kind of highlight this and know that if it's the two derivatives are different, I mean, if the variable you're taking the derivative of is different than the variable you're taking it with respect to, then you have to multiply by that. So in this case, dr dt. For example 2, next we'll take a look at example 3.